High up in the mystical Andes Mountains of Peru lies an ancient Inca city. It's called Machu Picchu. This enchanting place is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Machu Picchu reveals the ingenuity of the Inca people and their deep reverence for nature. This sacred city, likely built in the 1400s, served as a royal palace for the Inca Emperor Pachacuti. Later it became a site for sacred ceremonies and a strategic military outpost. Machu Picchu was veiled in secrecy for centuries after the fall of the Inca Empire. Its lofty perch in the Andes kept it hidden and protected, like a sacred secret of the mountains. The Inca worshipped the sun god Inti and built temples like the Sun Temple and the Intihuatana stone to honor him. Before Hiram Bingham stumbled upon it, Machu Picchu was this super-secret place, hidden away in the mountains. Why did the Inca build it way up there? What was it like living there so high up? Some people think it was a big temple for worshipping the sun and looking at the stars. Others think it was like a vacation spot for the Inca emperor and his buddies. It gets even more mysterious when you look at how it was built. The buildings are so intricate and the engineering is amazing. They didn't even have wheels. So how did they move those giant stones? And the stones fit together so perfectly you can't even slide a knife between them. It's mind-blowing, right? The more we learn about Machu Picchu, the more fascinating it gets. There were special ceremonies, clever farming techniques, and they were really in tune with nature. It wasn't just a bunch of buildings, it was a whole way of life. It's a truly inspiring place. And I hope you'll join me as we explore it together. Machu Picchu is packed with incredible buildings. The Inca people were amazing stoneworkers. They built the whole city without any cement. The stones fit together perfectly, like a giant puzzle. Famous buildings include the Temple of the Sun, Intihuatana stone, and Room of the Three Windows. These show the Incas' knowledge of stars, agriculture, and architecture. The city has clever terraces, waterways, and drains. The Temple of the Sun was used for important ceremonies. The Intihuatana stone is the hitching post of the sun. It followed the sun's path, shows their knowledge of the stars. The Room of the Three Windows has amazing views. It was also used for ceremonies. These buildings show the brilliance of Inca builders. Machu Picchu remains fascinating and beautiful. It's a super popular place for tourists, and it's really important that we take good care of it. Lots of people are working hard to manage all the visitors and make sure the site is protected. The Peruvian government and groups like UNESCO are teaming up so that everyone can enjoy Machu Picchu for years to come. It shows us that looking after important places is a job for everyone. Each year, millions of visitors come to see this amazing ancient place. But with so many people, there's a chance things could get damaged. That's why they have rules about where you can walk and what you can touch, GAP 2S. Local guides teach visitors about Machu Picchu's history and why it's so important. This helps everyone understand and respect this awesome place. GAP 2S. There are also projects happening right now to fix up and take care of the ruins, making sure they stay strong for a long, long time. GAP 3S. So when you visit, remember, you're walking into a piece of history. Be careful and respectful, and you'll be helping to keep Machu Picchu safe for everyone in the future. Machu Picchu isn't just about old buildings, it's also a really cool place for plants and animals. The forests around it are full of different kinds of life, like special plants, birds, and animals you won't find anywhere else. You might even see orchids, bromeliads, and if you're really lucky, a spectacled bear. All the nature at Machu Picchu makes it even more mysterious and awesome, like a dream for people who love nature and history. GAP 3S. Imagine walking through all the green plants with bright flowers and amazing animals everywhere. It's not just like stepping back in time, it's like stepping into a real living world. The old ruins and all the nature around them work together to make it a magical place. It's something you'll remember forever. So, whether you like history or just beautiful places, Machu Picchu is an amazing trip through time and nature. Machu Picchu is super important to the people of Peru and the whole world. It shows how clever and strong the Inca people were. This place proves how much the Incas knew about stars, farming, and building. Even today, People have festivals and special events at Machu Picchu to remember its history and importance. It's a really awesome place that makes you feel connected to the past. People from all over come to see this amazing place. They see the old buildings and also feel the spirit of the Inca people. It helps us understand history better and remember how amazing people were a long time ago. Machu Picchu is more than just a place to visit. It's like traveling back in time to when people and nature lived together perfectly. So we're talking about Machu Picchu today, and keeping it safe is a big problem. Think about it. Wind, rain and changing weather can wear down the stones. Plus, lots of people visit, which can also cause damage. The good news is people are working hard to protect it. They're fixing up the buildings, making sure not too many people visit at once, and teaching people how to visit without hurting the environment. It's all about making sure Machu Picchu is still around for years to come, so everyone can enjoy it. Today we're diving into the mysteries surrounding Machu Picchu. Even though experts have studied it for ages, there's still so much we don't know. It's like a giant puzzle with missing pieces. For example, we're not entirely sure what Machu Picchu was even used for. Some think it was a fancy vacation home for royalty, like a summer palace. Others believe it was a super important religious place, a bit like a giant temple. And then there are those who think it was built for stargazing, like a really old observatory. And how did they even build it? The stones fit together so perfectly, it's mind-blowing. And why did they leave? It's like one big mystery. But that's what makes Machu Picchu so fascinating, right? There's still so much to discover, and that keeps the adventurer in all of us alive. So what do you think Machu Picchu was used for? Let me know in the comments below. In 1911, an American explorer named Hiram Bingham went on an adventure. He was looking for a lost city called Vilcabamba, the last hiding place of the Inca rulers. Bingham met a farmer who told him about ruins hidden high in the mountains. Following the farmer's directions, Bingham and his team climbed through thick jungle. After days of hard walking, they found the lost city of Machu Picchu. Bingham was amazed to see the old ruins, covered in mist and plants. Machu Picchu is full of amazing buildings. The Incas were great at working with stone. They built the whole city without using any cement. The stones were cut and fit together perfectly. Some of the most famous buildings are the Temple of the Sun, the Intihuatana stone, and the Room of the Three Windows. These buildings show how much the Incas knew about the stars, farming, and building. The city's clever terraces, waterways, and drains show how smart they were. Today, Machu Picchu is super popular with tourists. It's really important that we look after it. People are working hard to manage all the visitors and protect the site. The Peruvian government and groups like UNESCO are working together so that everyone can enjoy Machu Picchu in the future. This reminds us that looking after important places is everyone's job.